What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Hayley.
And today we are back out in the Peak District to do a video that surprisingly we haven't done yet. So today then, we've come out to the quiet little hamlet known as Hollinsclough to do a video that, yeah, weirdly we haven't put on the channel yet. This place does feature in our top 10 Peak District destinations. I used to come here a lot. You come here more recent than I have.
Yeah, I did a group walk.
Bit of a walk.
Yeah.
And in case you're still confused and you haven't read the title or seen the thumbnail, we're here to do the Dragon's Back. It's long overdue. We've got Litlin with us as well. First time for her doing this. It looks a lot bigger than I remember it as well. So we're going to test our fitness today.
So, from what I remember, there is a little honesty shop just outside of the village, and we're going to take a little look in there because they've got like cakes and like coffee and things. So I think we're going to get a nice little coffee to warm us up, maybe. And from what I remember, they take card as well. So let's go and have a look.
Yeah, I'm ready for a coffee. I'm in, just. This is more elaborate than I remember it being set up, actually. So this is a tiny little honesty shop. It's just like a little wooden structure. I think it's on the side of someone's farm, actually. I forgot we even did coffee, to be honest.
Yeah, so did I.
So there's, what is it? There's coffee.
Coffee, biscuits.
There's many biscuits and cakes. There's a fridge with like orange juice and other drinks in. There's ice creams. Won't be doing that today. It's a bit cold. But then there's lots of like little gifty bits as well. So there's like a few cards and then there's a few other bits. There's some art and some local stuff. Not bad. Well, while we top up on much needed caffeine, Queen of the Car Parks is here to tell us all about where you can park if you come into this part of the peak. What we say. So
there's parking probably about a 5-minute drive up the road in Longner, just outside, I think it's the Cobbles Cafe. Otherwise there's a small amount of car park. It's sort of like a little lay-by, but more like dedicated parking along the side of the road just as you're coming into Hollinsclough. So, yeah. So
there's a few options. Also, if you're after toilets, which I was, there is also toilets inside. I think it's called, what's it? It's like
a community
the church cafe.
Yeah, it's like a little.
There's a little tea room. There's a little tea room. It says that their toilets are for customers only, so make sure you pick something up if you're going to use them. But yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
So this really is one of those classic walks in the Peak District. We're not doing too many miles today, but this route is short but steep. So the plan is we're going to tackle both hills. We're going to take in the whole Dragon's Back. We're going to do Parkhouse Hill first. I'm going to attempt to scramble up to the top because I've not been up there for years. And I miss the views from the top, to be honest. Hayley and Aurora are going to sort of walk underneath it and not do any scrambling, and then together we're going to tackle Chrome Hill, which is actually now behind me building up, which looks pretty big. So that's the loose plan for today. Wish us luck. Right. So we've completely left Hollinsclough now. How long have you been walking?
I don't know,
Literally like 10 minutes. It's not a long walk, this one, guys. And we're now sort of approaching Parkhouse Hill, which is definitely my favourite of the two. I used to come here and try and take some nice pictures of it. Stick around, because when we go halfway up Crome Hill, I'll show you a really famous sort of shot that people try to get when they come here. But the plan is we're going to get under this now. Hayley's going to walk around the bottom with Aurora, and I'm going to try and get to the top. And at the moment there's actually quite a few people up there. It kind of looks like the queue to Everest. So we'll see what happens. This is one of those hills that when you're driving in, it looks a lot bigger than it is. Now I've got a bit up close, I'm feeling a bit more confident about it, so we'll have a bit of a scramble, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll fall over on camera again, that'd be funny. Okay, so we're now smack bang in between the two hills, right in the middle of the Dragon's Back. Directly next to us is Parkhouse, and then behind us over there is Crome Hill. So we're going to do that in a little bit. We're going to split off now. I'm going to give you this camera. I'm going to use 360 camera because I've brought it out for the first time in like what, 8 months?
Yeah.
It's been a while. So hopefully I can film some of this. You can have a more relaxing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Well, you came down this way last time, didn't you?
I came down on my bum because I was that petrified of falling down. So
it is pretty sketchy in places.
Yeah.
So,
you can see people just kind of like creeping down on the bums coming down on this side. It's just like
not really appropriate for
not for her, no.
For babies. So you do the safe stuff.
Yeah.
I'll do the slightly dodgy stuff. Right, I'll see you at the other end.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Hi.
I feel like you're probably going to be a little bit quicker than I am.
Yeah. I'll see you at the other side.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Okay. Yep, so there's people literally on the bums coming down this thing.
He's off.
All kinds of fun, this is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not easy up there.
No, no.
Well, we've just come down it, but other side's quite bad as well.
Once you do make it up to the top, it does get quite thin in places with fairly steep drops on either side. So just take your time, watch your footing, and you should be all right.
I'll imagine that it's not going to take me very long to get to the other side of this hill. I'm just down in like a bit of a dip, so it's going to be a bit easier for us two. Yeah. Imagine I'll probably get there before Kyle does, so we'll see how long it takes for him to get onto the other side.
As it turns out, it was going to take me a while to get to the other side. It had been a good few years since I'd been up here, and I'd forgotten about this last steep section at the top that everyone else seems to be struggling with today. Now, the camera doesn't really do it justice here, but you can no longer just walk up to the top. So instead, I had to get on all fours and have a proper little scramble, whilst trying my best not to slip off the sides.
He's there, up there somewhere. He just gave me a wave, I can't see where he is now.
Although I dipped out of sight of Hayley, I was making steady progress, but I was definitely less of a mountain goat than I ever remember. What didn't help the situation was the rain we'd had recently, which caused the already slippy limestone to be even slippier underfoot. Less than ideal scrambling conditions.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not doing this hill today. I don't tend to do very well on like sort of knife edge hills. Quite often Carl will be like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. To me it's like a massive drop and I'm like, no, I can't do it. I think I can see where like the public footpath kind of comes along the field, so we're going to head down there and then hopefully we'll see Kyle on the other side.
Bit interesting, that is.
Oh, don't say that, I'm freaking out.
I'm happy to say I summited Parkhouse Hill safely that day, albeit much slower than I'd ever done it before.
There he is. He's done it. Well, almost. He's got to get down now.
Now, in our quest to conquer the dragon's back, we failed to communicate how we'd meet up again. So I set off down the backside of Parkhouse Hill, leaving Hayley out of sight and very confused.
It looks like he's come down this back end. So I've moved down and he's come across. Right, let's go back.
Hayley had moved down even lower and was out of sight as I was coming down the backside of the hill, meaning I had no idea where she was.
I can see he's looking, he can't quite see where we are. He's gone right over there.
I figured it would be better if I just set off for our original start point again in hopes that Hayley would be waiting for me there.
I'm so confused. I literally saw him and then all of a sudden he's gone. I have a feeling he's gone to find me and sort of panicked, so I might have to get my phone out and give him a ring. That's if I've got any signal.
A patchy phone call later, we realised what we'd done and Hayley made her way back down to the front of the hill where we finally reunited. Well, we've reunited after some communication failure.
Had to get the phone out and ring him.
Yeah, luckily there's some 4G around here.
Took a while to get through to you.
But we managed it. Parkhouse Hill is way dodgier than I remember. I think I was a lot younger and a lot more nimble when I did it last. Today it's underfoot, it's quite slippy and wet. We've had a lot of rain recently, and rain, mud on top of limestone does not make for fun scrambling conditions. It just felt really dodgy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you didn't do it, and honestly I don't know how you did that coming down that way.
Yeah,
because
I remember just being on my bum shuffling down, and there was even someone that was with us and he slipped down on his bum.
yeah, I've just seen someone do that now actually.
And that was in summer. That was a really nice day.
Last time I did that was in summer. It was a lot drier, it was a little bit easier. If you are looking to come here and you're not particularly steady on your feet, I'd maybe give Parkhouse Hill a miss, because there's not really like a path up and over it. It's just a scramble. But if you're up for a scramble and that's what you've come for, then have a go at it. But anyway, what we're doing now?
Is it Chrome Hill?
Chrome Hill, which is that one. A little bit bigger, but it's a little bit wider this time as well, so it looks like there's actually a path. So we'll give this a go. Shouldn't be quite as sketchy. This bit's always been dead muddy, hasn't it?
I don't know.
It has. Every time I've come here, the bottom of Crome Hill is like this. Even in the summer. Although I've only ever walked halfway up this thing. Hopefully it's not all like that. It's the squidgy stuff. Bloody hell. Oh. Look at them views. It's behind you, but look at them views. Right, we've done a bit of a swap. Crome Hill's fairly big. So I'm carrying little one now for a little bit. Up and over, we'll do a bit of a swap. Hayley's carrying snacks, which is just as important. Can we have some when we get to the top?
Yeah.
I'm starving. Come on then, let's do this dragon's back. Right, although we didn't plan to do this, Aurora has properly had enough. It's quite windy, it's pretty cold.
Yeah, so I'm heading back to the car and just gonna get her warmed up in there and give her a milk and whatnot.
She comes first, so I'm gonna crack on and do Crome Hill. I'll see you in a bit.
Go on then.
See you, puppy. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, Aurora had just like really had enough. To be fair, the wind's picking up a little bit. It is a bit cooler now. It's a beautiful, overcast English day, but it is a bit cold and Aurora comes first. So it's kind of the reality of what we're facing now with filming. Obviously we need to put her first every time, so Hayley's snipped back to the car. Leaves me to do Crome Hill. I've ended up doing both hills today, which was not the plan. I was hoping to do this one together. And I've only ever been halfway up this. So I get the pleasure of taking you all the way to the top. So this is the view that I was telling you about earlier. I said that I'd show you one of the popular views if you're a photographer and you're looking to get a nice shot of Parkhouse Hill. It's actually from sort of halfway up Crome Hill. So as you can see, you've got this tree which is a nice little foreground element, and then you've got Parkhouse Hill off in the back. And I've come here years ago to get this shot. This was one of the shots that I always wanted to get, and a lot of landscape photographers come here. So if you're into landscape photography and that's what you're looking to do and you want to get a classic shot of the Peak District, I recommend coming halfway up Crome Hill, which is this one, and looking back over Parkhouse. Anyway, I keep stalling. I've got quite the hill to climb. Right gang, we did it. Tippy top of Crome Hill. It's actually a first for me. I've never been this high up before. I've only ever sort of gone halfway and got that shot of Parkhouse, which is over there. Cracking views from up here. I kind of wish Haley and Aurora was with me, but they're on the way back to the car now, which is the most important thing. They'll both be warm and dry. All I've got to do is get back down off the top. It's still pretty high up here. It's not as scrambly as Parkhouse, so if you are coming to this spot in the Peak District and you fancy doing at least one hill, and maybe you're not up for a scramble, I'd recommend doing Chrome Hill over Parkhouse Hill, just because this hill is quite a bit bigger. It's not quite as interesting as far as scrambling goes anyway. And you get mega views. There's no trig point on either of them, so there's no trig to back, unfortunately, but the views more than make up for it. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to get down off the tops because it's pretty windy and go and meet up with my girls. I'll see you when I get to the bottom. Having a nice time.
She knows how to.
Are you driving his own?
Go beep beep.
You're doing
Beep
right.
beep. Good girl. She knows how to beep beep. I taught her. Like, beep beep.
Right then, gang, we are back. We made it home in one piece after the dragon's back. We actually filmed that about a week ago now, so we've had a chance to rest our legs since then. But we hope you enjoyed it. Video didn't quite go to plan, but we had a good time.
Yeah, I feel like it was just good to just kind of get out. It's
this one.
Yeah. She needed to get out, we needed to get out, so it's just good all round.
Yeah, we had a bit of exercise.
Yeah.
Would you guys do the Dragon's Back? Have you already done the Dragon's Back? You probably have. It's been I don't know why it's taken us so long to get it on the channel. It's a pretty popular spot in the Peak District. If you are going to go, maybe go, after it's not rained in the summer, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a lot less sketchy.
It was pretty tough going when I went, and that was like in the middle of summer, so I feel like in winter it probably would be a bit sketchy and slippery on the top. So
yeah,
but
we did it safely.
Yeah,
it was all right.
So if you enjoyed this video, we'll leave a couple more up at the top here somewhere, and please give us a big thumbs up.
And if you like the look of our bedraggled, tired faces, do consider joining the gang. Hit that subscribe button just down there. It's free to do, really helps us out.
It does.
And that way, it should hopefully guarantee that you see us in the next one. So until then,
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
see ya. Peace.